Okay, day 4. You are doing this like 4 days in a row of continuously making changes. Again, I'll be really curious to hear how you're incorporating things. Are you doing one thing at a time? Are you doing all the same changes I'm doing? Do you have something else up your sleeve? I would love to know. I would love to know what you're doing, how it's going, how you feel after 4 days of doing this. So for me, I'm feeling a little bit better each day. Even as like I said yesterday, I'm kind of like fighting something. Um, I don't feel terrible. Like I can sense it low level, and I know I'm making choices to support my healing and my immune system overall. So I feel like I'm in a good place. So today, my I've got I'm helping out with my kiddos' school. They're going on a field trip. If I can take some video of that, I think it'll be cute. I'll try to share that in my video log for the day. Um, and I intend to fast again. Yesterday, I did a 22-hour fast. Felt like what I needed to give my body time to rest and heal, um, and have a good nourishing meal when I broke my fast, and I'm planning to do that again today. With all these, I also allow myself to be flexible. If I find myself feeling really like weak or any kind of like fuzziness in my head, like I check in with my symptoms, and I have snacks on hand. Like if I need to break my fast before I intend to, totally fine, no big deal. I'm going for the benefits, I'm not going for punishment. So that said, when you first start fasting, it can feel like punishment because we're so used to like eating being a dopamine reward. So it's kind of like having to reshift your relationship with food. So that's how fasting works for me. I may do this every day this week, that 22-hour fast, giving my body time to heal. Where I am in my cycle, that's okay. Um, and uh, and then movement, we will see. Again, it's going to be a tricky day with helping out with my kids' school. One thing I've been doing every night is that 10-minute standing abs routine that I shared. If you're on my email list, you saw I shared that routine with you. If you're not on my email list, go to my information in my bio, and you can get more information from me as well. So I'm doing that standing abs routine. I'm stretching. I'm doing meditation, journaling. I'm also journaling on my food. Good stuff. I don't take a lot of time with any of it. I'm just doing it, and I'm noticing I'm feeling better for doing it. So something I want to talk about today is really visualizing, feeling into who you're going to be at the end of these 90 days. So again, looking back at the goals you set for these 90 days, what are your goals? Again, for me, that was, getting rid of excess fat. It was reducing inflammation. It was helping to heal some injuries I have, things like that. Maybe you have similar. So really feeling into that and thinking about, at the end of these 90 days, those things are going to feel better. You might not be 100%, but you might also be 100% better. So really feeling into who is that person? What does she look like? What kind of choices did she make to get her to that place of feeling better? What does she stand for? What does she tolerate? What does she no longer tolerate? So a great visualization tool I have is it's something I call Future You Visualization Meditation. And if you were also on my mailing list, you received a link to my Insight Timer account where I have that. It's totally free. Insight Timer is a free meditation app. And if you did not get my email sign up, you can also get that from the link in my bio. You can see a link to my Insight Timer, and you'll see a Future You visualization meditation, which I've got to say, I've done this with hundreds, if not thousands of people, and it has caused a lot of good change for people really having the opportunity to feel into what's possible, and from that place of feeling, making a plan and making a commitment and saying, I am this person who will no longer tolerate feeling crappy. I am the person who will no longer feeling like this excess in my body. Like that's kind of where I am with wanting to reduce, I don't want to say weight, but reduce that excess fat, that fluffness. It doesn't feel good in my body for me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like me. It feels like, no shame to anyone else, even myself. Zero shame about what it is. It is what it is right now. It is there. It exists. I give myself no judgment for it, but I also know I would like to feel better. I would like to have that released. And I would like to feel stronger. And I would like to know my metabolism is working beautifully. I would like to know, especially, that my gallbladder is functioning at its full capacity. And all these things right now, they aren't happening. So I'm going to visualize into my future self, into this future self who is metabolically healthy, who's able to switch between sugar burner and fat burner, who doesn't deal with constant inflammation, who has a strong immune system, who can heal from injuries quickly, and also is stronger, so is less likely to be injured. So I am that type of person. So as that type of person, what choices do I make? So again, that visualization through the Insight Timer app that I shared, it will help you get really clear on this. But for now, just like thinking about it as I'm talking, think about food choices, for example. What food choices will you make? And for example, if you're like me and cutting out sugar, starting this challenge the day after Halloween has been particularly challenging. I have 3 children who all went trick-or-treating, who have bags full of candy. But for me, I have decided I'm not eating candy. I am telling myself I'm associating with the identity of someone who doesn't eat candy. I love candy. I love sugar. But that's what I'm doing for these 90 days. I am someone who doesn't eat candy. And as I discussed in the setting up videos, getting prepared for a 90-day challenge, I will have a day every week where there are no rules. I can eat candy if I want, but I'll be curious to see if I do, if that's what I choose when I kind of start tuning into my body those days and just really asking myself, what do I want? What don't I want? So that's my invitation for you as well. Really feel into that future self. What are they experiencing at the end of this 90-day challenge? How has their health improved? How has their mind improved? How has their self-confidence improved? Because if you make these changes, you're going to be feeling all of that because you're prioritizing yourself, your health, your mind, your body for 90 days. You are so worth it. And as a result, you will find yourself making other changes that you didn't even realize you probably could use to make yourself feel better. So I want you really owning your worth and claiming your potential. So go find that link to my Insight Timer account. I think the visualization is about 20-25 minutes. I recommend having some pen and paper because you may find you get a lot of insights during it. And carve out some time, really any time, but I see it as like a little mini retreat. So if you can give yourself, maybe take a lunch break, you could hide in your car, go to a park bench, get outside on a walk, and just find a place to pause and do that. So, all right, that's your day 4. You've got this. You can make good choices today. And if you had a day or 2 before that didn't go well, that is fine. Today is your day to reset and just again and again. Kind of, if you're into meditation, like you may wander off path over and over again. That's okay. You just come back and reset and reset. And we're going to learn to let go of shame and self-judgment, self-criticism. And we're just going to come back because every day you come back is kind of like you're recalibrating to your health more and more. So instead of going completely off track, you may have a little bit off track, but then you're coming back. So we're going to keep trying to move in that towards our North Star, towards our goals, towards that future self that we see and we can feel into at the end of those 90 days. I'm so glad you're here, and keep me posted in the comments. And if you're not on my email list, subscribe there. And if you're not subscribed on YouTube, please subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you get all those notifications when I post something. All right, see you soon.